Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, an insight. Episode 225. My humble prostrations at the lotus feet of our Sadguru Sai. By the divine grace of Sai, an attempt has been made to translate the gist of the divine discourse of Sri Ramanathan brother telecasted in Sai TV. This is purely done to share the glory of Sai and his divine teachings with more insight to the aspirants. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnuhu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahmam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Dear devotees, in the previous episode, we heard that the child of Purandare was born in Moola Star during June 1916. Strangely, the newborn child had plenty of hair throughout his body. His nails were long and sharp. These features were strange and not a pleasant sight for the relatives and friends that saw the baby. They felt this child could be a bad omen and is not good for the family, hence advised that a Shanti Homam be performed to calm the planets. The child's birth in the Moola star added more pressure to the family. Whereas Purandare brushed away all these suggestions. This child was christened by the name Vittal. Around Jan 1917, that is when the baby was almost 7 months old, Purandare, his wife, along with the baby, came to Shiradi. Purandare's family was already blessed to have experienced the divine sports of Sri Sai Maharaj at various circumstances. Purandare has been associated with Sri Sai Maharaj for quite some time. So many ardent devotees of Sri Sai Maharaj were acquainted with him. A few devotees told Sri Sai Baba thus, "Baba, this child is born in Moola star, so some ritual had to be performed as a remedy for this issue. It can be a Shanti Homam or a puja to calm the stars, whereas Purandare is not heeding to our advice, so we request you to please guide him in this regard." The Supreme Lord Sri Sai Baba listened to their suggestion calmly and then said, "Anna, while I am here, why should he heed to someone's advice? Bhav is ever engrossed in my thoughts. He sees me in everything. He has unswerving faith upon me. So there is no need for him to perform any ritual to suppress the strength of the stars. While this Sai Maula is present here, what can that Moola do?" Maula denotes Sufi saint and Moola indicates the star. Though the devotee suggested remedies to Purandare out of concern, he realized that Sri Sai Maharaj is not entertaining any such actions, and the above pronouncements of Sri Sai Baba makes it evident that his benevolent grace will protect his devotee. All those devotees present there were stunned to listen to these assertions of Sri Sai Maharaj. This is a testimony to the fact that Purandare was under the protection of Sri Sai Baba. Many of us are a little apprehensive about this Moola star. Is it really something to worry about? There are many opinions in this regard. As per astrology, it holds few demerits, but there is no concrete evidence to this opinion. This may be a mere interpretation of the astrologers. There are 27 stars in total. They are split into 3 groups, each consisting of 9 stars. Each part is known as Kandam, and all of them put together covers 360 degrees in a circle. The general thought about Mula Nakshatra is at the time of wedding, the one who is a close relative to that person will endure some sufferings. If a male is born in Mula star, he would be a ruler, and if a female is born in this star, then it is a sign for annihilation. The notion that the male born in this star will be as powerful as a ruler must have originated from the fact that Lord Hanuman is born in Mula star. Astrology itself is defined as a science of permutations and combinations. For a devotee of God, the horoscope or the stars cannot make any negative impact, because the supernatural power of God will shield his devotee from all the negative energies. Be it the stars or planets, everything is under the control of the Supreme God. Let any gruhas or nakshatras be against a devotee when the anugraha, that is the grace of Sri Sai Maharaj, is bestowed upon a devotee, then the gruhas or stars that are against him will get knocked down instantly. This thought is re-emphasized by Sri Sai Baba's pronouncement. What can the Mula do when the Maula is present here? At various occasions in Sri Sai SATCHARITRA, Sri Sai Maharaj has directed the devotees to ignore the horoscope and the predictions of the astrologer, but carry on with their life. Though Sri Sai Baba had never said astrology is fake, he has always assured that his devotees need not fear about the positions of the planets in their horoscope or the negative outcome of it, as the one who surrenders at the holy feet of Sri Sai Maharaj is ever protected by him. From the previous episode, devotees must have known that Mrs. Purandare had loving devotion towards Sri Sai Maharaj. Even after Sri Sai Baba's Mahasamadhi, Purandare continued to come to Shiradi very often. In fact, in the later years, he served as the treasurer of Shiradi Sai Sansthan. Thus, in the year 1920, Mrs. Purandare wished to come to Shiradi to attend the Sri Ramanathan festival, but she was terribly sick and bedridden. She began to cry as her sickness became an impediment to going to Shiradi. At this juncture, Sri Sai Maharaj appeared in her dream and assured her, "I will take you to Lord Rama on Sri Ramanavami Day." Purandare and his wife thought they might get an opportunity to visit Shiradi, but her health began to deteriorate, and on the most auspicious day of Sri Ramanavami, chanting the holy name Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Sai Ram, she left her mortal body. Mrs. Purandare, who was ardently devoted to Sri Sai, became one of the fondest devotees of Sri Sai Baba through her loving devotion, and thus attained the highest spiritual upliftment known as mukti, that is liberation. Both husband and wife were equally devoted to Sri Sai Maharaj. Even Purandare's mother was a fervent devotee of Sri Sai Maharaj. She longed to have darshan of Pandarinath at Pandharpur. Now and then she insisted Purandare to take her to Pandharpur. Every person residing in Maharashtra will have a desire to go to Pandharpur at least once in their lifetime. They have a stern belief that the purpose of their birth will be attained only after their pilgrimage to Pandharpur. People are greatly devoted to Lord Pandarinath. Devotees might recall that there is a religious movement known as Varkari, means pilgrim, and the tradition followed by them is known as Varkari Sampradaya. This is more prevalent in Maharashtra. These pilgrims are devoted to Lord Vittal, and as per their tradition, they must go on pilgrimage to Pandharpur by foot. The name Purandare also denotes Lord Vittal. Purandare's mother kept pestering him to plan for a pilgrimage to Pandharpur. Purandare would not make any decision on his own. He had to consult with Sri Sai Maharaj. Once, Purandare came with his wife and mother to Shiradi for Sri Sai Baba's darshan. They were seated in Dwarakamai. Purandare would never remain idle. He always wanted to get involved in serving Sri Sai Maharaj. His mind would be engrossed in planning about things he can arrange for Sri Sai Maharaj. It may be in the form of collecting puja articles for Sri Sai's Arati or getting flowering plants to offer scented flowers to Sri Sai Maharaj or do some repairing or construction necessary at Dwarakamai or Chavadi and so on. He would work not minding day or night, heat or cold. He is a very sincere and hard worker. Purandare's mother and wife were seated in Dwarakamai. Neither of these ladies shared their mind to Sri Sai Maharaj about going to Pandharpur, though they wished to get his approval in this regard. Sri Sai Maharaj began the conversation with the question, "When are you going to go to Pandharpur?" Mother of Purandare was about to say, "As soon as you permit us to go," but before she could speak a word, lo, there Sri Sai Maharaj manifested as Lord Vittal in akimbo posture with his consort Rakumayi in the most majestic manner. The masjid appeared as Pandharpur. Purandare's mother is seated in Shiradi in the presence of Sri Sai Maharaj, whereas the ambience was transformed to Pandharpur and both the blessed women got the darshan of Lord Panduranga. Isn't this incredible? Mrs. Purandare and her mother-in-law were in an ecstatic mood and began to call out the divine name of the Lord as Vittala, Vittala, Vittala. When Purandare returned to Dwarakamai, they both shared the divine vision bestowed by Sri Sai Maharaj upon them. Purandare was at the height of devotion to Sri Sai Maharaj that he wasn't surprised to hear this divine play of Sri Sainath, as he felt that this is one of the traits of the Supreme Incarnation. Every time when Purandare's mother visited Shiradi, Sri Sai Maharaj would inquire her plans to visit Pandharpur, and after this vision, she would say, "Shiradi is my Pandharpur and Sai Baba is my Pandurang." As an outcome of a divine experience, we got the most beautiful verses composed by Dashganu Maharaj. Shiradi Maje Pandharpur Sai Baba Ramavara Sai Ramavara Sai Baba Ramavara, meaning Shiradi is my Pandharpur, the Ramapati, that is Pandurang, who resides in Pandharpur, is here as Sai Baba in Shiradi. This hymn is sung at Shiradi Samadhi Mandir and is known as Choti Arati. To conclude, Purandare's family were staunch devotees of Sri Sai Maharaj and were blessed to enjoy the divine grace of Sri Sai Maharaj. There are more leelas connected with Purandare. The intensity of devotion of Purandare upon Sri Sai Maharaj, the association he had with Sri Sai Baba, the divine sport of Sri Sai experienced by them will be discussed in detail in the coming episodes. Bow to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Om Sai Ram.